Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of Coombs in Sports. I am your host Matt, and with episode 2 today, we are going to talk about the big news in the NFL today, which is the NFL 2019 schedule. The section I want to start with first today is the AFC North. So what I'll do is, I'll see how many I'll do today. We got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Steelers we'll talk about. So we'll talk about all four of their schedules. Probably a little bit of, what to expect come draft time. However, I'm going over schedules today. I normally don't do this, but I figured for this episode it'd be pretty fun to kind of talk about the upcoming schedule. But my scheduling records may change after the draft, so keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and begin with the Baltimore Ravens. So for 2019, we have the Dolphins, Cardinals, Kansas City Chiefs, Browns. As they're going to play the Browns twice. They're going to play the Bengals twice. They're going to play the Steelers twice. That's the division. And outside of that, they have the Seahawks as well with the Patriots, the Texans, the Rams, San Francisco, Bills, Jets, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. So they're playing the AFC East, their division, as well as, what is this, the Texans, and then a couple scattered teams. So, from looking at their schedule for 2019, let's see here. I got them winning. I got them winning easily against the Dolphins. That's going to be pretty good. They got Cardinals. They're going to beat the Cardinals. They will lose against Kansas City. See, this is where the Ravens are going to hit a snag. Because their next game, I'm not sure how their scheduling is going, so I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is they'll beat the Dolphins, they'll beat the Cardinals, they'll beat the Texans, they'll beat the Bills, and so with their division, they'll beat the Bengals once or twice. Let's see. Bengals once or twice. Yeah, they'll beat the Bengals once or twice. Home game for sure. They might sneak one away on the Bengals. I don't have the Bengals really high this year. It's the Browns and the Steelers. I'm gonna say for now they'll split with both the Browns and the Steelers. So let's give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not bad. I got them going 8-8. And that 8-8 can switch to 7-9, or it can go up to 9-7, 10-6. But that's if you got to beat the Seahawks, you got to beat the Patriots, and possibly the Rams. The only way that's going to happen. And I don't see them beating those teams there. So 8-8 right now is actually where I have the Ravens going into next year. We'll see if that changes after the draft, but for now we'll stick with that. Not a bad. That's not pretty bad. 8-8. I can dig it. Remember, they still got a young quarterback. They're running the ball a lot. So unless they're winning the game on the ground with stout defense, they're going 8-8. Because the 8-8 is what they're doing now, running the ball as much as they do with the option play with the quarterback and their running back. So it's an 8-8 schedule. Any to go anywhere behind that or beyond 8-8, the quarterback is going to have to put up like 30 plus touchdowns this year. I don't see that happening. And he'll have more rushing touchdowns than he will passing touchdowns. Lamar Jackson. Sorry about that. All right, so the Bengals. Let's go on to their schedule. All right, so they play the Seahawks, San Francisco, the Bills, the Cardinals, the Jaguars, the Rams, the Raiders, the Jets, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. Because they have Steelers twice, Ravens twice, and the Browns twice. All right, Bengals. It's a tough one for me because I am a big Andy Dalton fan, but Red Rocket has not come through in the last 2-3 years. It's been a bit tough. Granted, you're dealing with an injured Tyler Eifert, every year. They just got a great running back in Joe Mixon. So we'll see what they do this year. We'll see. New coach, if I'm not mistaken. Do they have a new coach? I think they have a new coach. I think their coach stepped down. Or was fired. Which he should have been years ago. But anyway. So, let's see. They're going to beat the... Are they beating the Bills? I don't know. I got the Ravens beating the Bills. I don't know if I got the Bengals beating the Bills. I don't know if I have the Bengals really high. Let's see. I'm trying to find a win out of this schedule, guys. Shit. They'll beat the Dolphins. They'll beat the Dolphins. I don't know. That's in December. That late in the season. See, they're not starting off very well. They're playing the Seahawks first. That's a loss. I'm sorry. Russell Wilson just got paid $140 million for 4 years. You're not losing in week 1. So the Bengals will lose week 1. Jimmy G should be making his illustrious comeback. And that's a home game. So, no. This is a home game for the Bengals. So, I'll see what San Francisco does one. But I don't know, man. I don't see the Bengals beating San Francisco. I don't see them beating the Bills. I actually believe the Bills can beat them at home. Then they got to play the Steelers. That's a loss. Will they beat the... You know what? That's 2-1. What is that? I got one win at the Dolphins for the Bengals. I mean, after what I saw last year, this is tough. This is tough. And they have a tough schedule. Don't get me wrong. The Bengals actually have a really tough schedule this year. I mean, outside of their division, they're playing the Patriots' entire division, and then turning around and got to play the Seahawks, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Rams. So they play in that division too. So God. Yeah, it's going to be tough, man. It is going to be a tough one. Maybe the Raiders? That's 2 wins. We're going with 2 wins right now for the Bengals, y'all. I'm trying to look at a win. I want to give them the Cardinals win, but I think the Cardinals will lose to the Ravens, but I don't think they're going to lose to the Bengals. See what I'm saying? And then that's all the way in October. So, the Cardinals, that quarterback, whoever they pick, should be well ready to go with the team that they have. New coach, or is this coach from last year? I'll have to find that out. But I don't think the Cardinals are going to be as bad as they were last year. I do believe the Bengals, I don't know. I can't make much of what they're going to do. This one is, I don't know. This is one I'm going to have to say we'll wait to see after the draft because what they do in the draft. But right now, I'm going to say 2 games. They got 2 games to win. I'm not really seeing much else. Maybe if they split their division, they would have to split with the Browns one and the Steelers one. So that's 4 games. So I'm saying it's not an easy schedule that they have this year. So if you're a Bengals fan, please be very worried about you guys this season. Cleveland, you have 4 primetime games. You have September 16th, Monday Night Football against the Jets. You have October 7th, Monday Night Football against San Francisco. You have November 14th, Thursday night against Pittsburgh. So that's going to be a good one. And then you have, where is that other one? Oh, September 22nd. I missed that one. So you got 2 back-to-back night games. You got the 16th on Monday night and then Sunday night, September 22nd against the Rams. Woo! So, I got I got the Browns beating the Titans. I got the Browns beating the Jets. Yeah, I got the Browns beating the Jets. Let's see. I got the Browns. They'll beat Baltimore, but it'll be a split. It might take two, but I see more of a split. And it won't be at Baltimore. It'll be at home. So they'll lose week 4 at Baltimore. They might. Now, if they win week 4 at Baltimore, that is going to change a lot in what I'm going to say about the schedule. Well, no, because I'm going to give you both scenarios. So right now, we're going to give them a loss in week 4. Against San Francisco on Monday night. I believe if they beat the Jets Monday night in week 2, they'll beat San Francisco Monday night. Because those are 2 away games, so it's important actually to have both of those. So I'll give them both of those for right now. They'll lose to Seattle. I might have them beat. We might come back to week 6, October 13th, Seattle versus the Browns. For right now, I'm gonna give the Browns the win. I'm gonna give the Browns the win. Coming off that Monday Night Football, yeah, I'm gonna give the Browns the win for that one. And then I give them the loss against the Patriots, October 22nd. I give them a win against the Broncos, a win against Buffalo. They're gonna split with Pittsburgh this year. As long as I gotta look at Pittsburgh's schedule, a lot of momentum comes in play and all that stuff. Throughout the weeks. So if they're on a roll, if they're on fire, it depends. It can happen. They gotta if scheduling is on the line, if something's on the line. A lot of things come into play for that win around that time because this is week 11. So right now, I'm just gonna say a split for right now. They're gonna beat Miami. Yeah, see, they got Pittsburgh, Miami, Pittsburgh. So that could be a split, or they could double up and win both. But for right now, we give them a split because I'm giving both games against the Bengals to the to the Browns. I'm giving Arizona at Arizona, the Browns at Arizona, December 15th. I'm gonna give the Browns the win. I don't think Arizona's going to do as good as everybody thinks they're going to do. They're going to win a handful, 6-8. So right now we got the Browns at 1, 2, 3. A split with Baltimore, so that's 4 wins. San Francisco, I gave them that one. Hopefully they win it. So that's 5. They beat Seattle, that's 6. But we may come back to that when I look at Seattle's schedule. I got them. Let's see. They beat Denver. That's 7. They beat Buffalo. That's 8. They split with Pittsburgh. That's 9. Though they can win both, they have the potential to win both. So that's 9ish with a /10 with parentheses 10. They beat the Dolphins. That's 10 parentheses 11. They beat Cincinnati. That's 11, parentheses 12. They beat the Cardinals. That's 12. And they beat the Bengals again. That's 13. I got that. Yeah. So so basically what we're saying is we got the Browns winning a potential 12 games this year. They have the potential to win 12 games this year. I'm not seeing why they can't. With the firepower they have, I mean, okay, you got Baker Mayfield, who was amazing last year, and hopefully he comes out with that same energy this year. I'll be so happy if he does. You have Odell Beckham added to the squad. Jarvis Landry is going to play so much more better. You have Njoku, who is an amazing tight end. You have Nick Chubb. You have, what is his name? Kareem Hunt when he comes off suspension. So, the Browns have a formidable team. If I'm the Browns, only thing I'm looking at this year in the draft, defense and offensive line. I don't need nothing else. Nothing else. If I can sneak a kicker, I get them. You know what I mean? But outside of an offensive line for help and a defense, you don't need much. So they're going to have fun. The Browns are going to have a lot of fun with their draft this year. But I give them 12 games so far. That could, hey, things happen. Last minute field goals, last minute interception mistakes. I'm not counting those right now. This is just a solid, if no mistakes happen, if everything comes out the way it's supposed to come out, we give them the Browns on paper right now 12 wins. Like I said, things can change after the draft. But right now we're giving the Browns 12 wins. Bubba, you agree with that? The Browns, with everything they got, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, Baker Mayfield, and Njoku.
What do you mean?
You giving them 12 wins this season? Because I have them. This is why I give them 12. This is one against the Titans. This is my son, everybody.
Hey.
So I got them beating the Titans. I got them beating the Jets. They're losing to the... Oh, no. Take that back. 11 wins. They're not beating the Rams in week 3.
What? They're beating the Rams.
No, they're not.
Wait, no, they're not beating the Rams. They're not beating the Rams.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's Sunday Night Football, too? No. And now, don't get me wrong. They're home. It's a home game for the Browns, but they're gonna beat New York Jets on the road, and they're gonna lose to the Rams at home.
Okay.
I don't think the Browns are that stout to take on the Rams just yet. Now it could be a surprise, and bam, that's where the 12 wins come in. See, but right now we're gonna take that one away, and we're gonna give the Browns 11 parentheses 12 wins.
Okay.
So that still puts the Browns in the AFC at least in second, third place.
That's really good. I would say that.
Okay. You agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool beans. All right, Steelers. All right, so week 1, you have the Patriots. That's a loss. Okay. Enough with that. That's a loss for week 1 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's at New England, okay? At New England. And it's a Sunday night game. Hey, man, I'm sorry, Pittsburgh. Y'all could win, though. Don't get me wrong, because y'all, you gave us a good one last year. I'm not going to take that away. But we'll see. That defense of yours don't tell me much. So, like I said, we'll see what happens after the draft. But let's see let's see how many wins we can get for Pittsburgh for 2019. They'll beat the 49ers. Yeah, they'll beat the 49ers at San Francisco. They'll beat the Bengals. They'll split one with the Ravens. They'll lose to the Chargers, I think. They might lose to the Chargers. They'll beat the Dolphins. So the problem with Pittsburgh, they don't sustain win streaks. You know what I mean? They come out of here 9-7, 10-6, 11-5 if they just had that outstanding of a year. But like I said, they're not prone to having a lot of win streaks, so their wins will be pretty choppy. Steelers like shoot themselves in the foot too. They're gonna lose to the Colts. The Colts gonna come in here. They're gonna come into that stadium and ran rob them in November. They're gonna lose to the Rams. They'll split with the Browns, but they might lose 2 to the Browns. They'll beat the Bengals twice. See, I don't have any wins for the Bengals, man. Like I said, that 4 wins for the Bengals, it comes from a split loss with the Browns and a split loss with the Steelers. Because I gave them San Francisco, and I don't even think they're gonna win that game. Because San Francisco ain't losing all these games now. Just because I got them losing to the Browns and to the Steelers, I don't have San Francisco now losing too many games unless their schedule's just tough. So back to the Bengals. It don't look good for y'all. So let's see. You split with the Browns, Steelers, unless the Browns beat y'all twice. I have you guys beating the Cardinals. I do have you beating the Cardinals. You'll beat the Bills. That Jets game, I'm iffy on that one because Le'Veon Bell, he coming for y'all head, man. I don't know if it's warranted or not. I'm not saying like, oh my God, be scared, but he coming for whatever reason he gonna come for. He gonna come and ball. You know what I mean? So that's a Sunday at 12. Steelers at Jets. That's a home game for the Jets. I'm gonna have to look at the Jets schedule and get back to that one. We're gonna hold off on that one, and I'm gonna look at the other wins and see what I can get. Steelers at Ravens. They'll split with the Ravens. But Steelers can beat the Ravens twice. They got the potential to beat the Ravens twice. So let's see how many wins we got for the Steelers this year. We have 1, 2, 3, because they're beating the Bengals twice. 4 if they can split with the Ravens. 5 if they split with the Browns. 6 for beating the Dolphins. 6 for beating the Dolphins. 7 for beating the Cardinals. 8 for beating the Bills. And 9 if they can beat the Jets. See? 9 and 7. That lands right there on 9 and 7. Right there. Because they're going to lose that first game. That's going to... They go 10 and 6 if they beat the Patriots in game 1. How about that? They will go 10 and 6 if they beat the Patriots in game 1. Which is very... Trust me, they can do that. It's not... I'm not saying they can't. So, yep. So, that, so far, we're 21 minutes in. So, that's the AFC... What was this one? This was the AFC